What's going on, guys? Oh my God, Godzilla back here. Very exciting video today. It is Sunday, June 1st. Welcome to Jurassic June. We have a very special day in store because June 1st is the kind of official targeted release date for almost all of the Jurassic World Rebirth toys that we kind of know about that are coming. So a bunch of the Wave 1 and 2 figures for a couple different lines. I think a lot of the bigger figures. I think a new little grouping of Hammond collection figures, including the Spinosaurus. I did order one from Target that I think arrives this afternoon in the mail, but it'll be cool to see if the stores happen to have that figure as well. Just wanted, my main goal is just to check out these stores, see if they have any cool displays, see what everything looks like, check out prices, check out availability, maybe pick up a couple figures to review. I'd love to do some videos on some more of these Jurassic figures. But guys, we are going on some adventures, hitting a couple Targets, hitting a couple Walmarts, hoping that we can find pretty much all of the Jurassic World Rebirth figures that we know are coming. So guys, without further ado, let's jump right in.
Oh my God!
Okay, leaving Walmart number 1, that was our first stop, and they had 3 Jurassic World Rebirth items out, one of which was the tail thrash Spinosaurus. Already have it. The other one was that T-Rex mask I posted a short of, like look at the electronic one with the cool moving eyes and stuff. That's a cool piece, but it's like $40 for a T-Rex mask that doesn't fit me very well probably, and I wouldn't really use it. So passing on the T-Rex mask. They also did have a cheaper Spinosaurus mask that was pretty cool. But I decided not to pick that up. Unfortunately, the website said a ton of stuff was in stock, and Walmart just doesn't hire people who want to help you on average, apparently. We're heading to Target. So here we are inside of our first Target. Couple figures. I already had the Tyrannotitan. I had a ton of those out on the floor, interesting enough. Had more of even those up there. Chaos Theory Baryonyx. There's the one Hammond collection figure I am going to go ahead and snag. Just a few other figures I already had. And then these smaller figures, I almost picked them up, but I decided not to. I think they're from 2 different lines. But those were cool to see nonetheless. And then here's the Spinosaurus mask that they had. I mentioned Walmart also had this. Raptor one was new to see. Okay, so heading back from a fairly successful first Target store. As you saw from some of the footage, we saw some of the Wave figures that I have already. Saw some smaller figures that I did not have, but I decided to pass on just because I didn't, they were just kind of small, not limited detail, limited articulation. Just decided, and I'll just take a quick little footage of them. That's enough. But I did snag what was on the store, the last Tiger Raptor. So that's very cool. That was definitely something I really wanted to get on today. And then I purchased 2 more figures. I talked to a very nice employee. Target employees, 10 out of 10. I talked to a Target employee, really helpful dude, and he went and got from the back room. They didn't have the Spinosaurus playset that I thought they might have. They also did not have a few other items that I asked about the Bite Blast Mosasaur, but that's okay. They did have the super colossal Mosasaurus and T-Rex in the back there. There's the Rex. The Mosasaurus kind of dipped down a little bit. But these things are giant. I can't wait to get them out of the box and take a better look. I do unfortunately think that those figures, due to their giant size, my lack of shelf space, and their $70 each price tag, I do think those might have to be reviewed and returned. I hate doing it, but I really wanted to do content on them, but I just don't think I can justify keeping them after having spent that much money on them, just because they're very expensive and they're so big. I just have nowhere to put them, especially with more stuff always coming out, both Jurassic and Godzilla related. But I wanted to give you guys an update. 2 Super Colossals and the Tiger Velociraptor. I also did find the Dr. Pepper Blackberry version, which is kind of the outline of T-Rex. So if anyone was wondering, real quick information drop on the Dr. Pepper Jurassic collab. Every flavor has a different a different character on the cans. Originally, I thought it was just gonna be like you buy any flavor and you could get a mix and match of every single all 10 characters or whatever there is. No, there's 10 or 11 different variants of Dr. Pepper that are all partnered with Jurassic for this release, and you have to buy 1 case of everything if you want to get all of these different cans. So right now I have the regular Dr. Pepper, which has the Mosasaurus. I have the Diet Dr. Pepper, which has the Titanosaurus, and I just got the black, it's like I think Blackberry Dr. Pepper that has like the cool outline of the logo T-Rex. So very cool on that. Definitely looking forward to having 3 of the 11 in the collection, and that's another pain in the butt process. I'm not sure if I want to buy 11 cases of Dr. Pepper just to complete the set. You know, that blackberry one was kind of an impulse buy, plus I think that's maybe the coolest can they have. So I had to snag that one. Because we're heading to another Target, we might hit some other Walmarts as well, but at least one more Target is on the books. Ladies and gentlemen, another very successful Target run. Got a few more figures that are in the back here. So we got the Bite and Blast Mosasaur here, and then we got the Spinosaurus Danger Set, is I think what it's called. Also got the Titanosaurus, huge Titanosaurus, very cool. So those are some of the new figures that I got. I also did get, they had this, the Diplodocus, from the Legacy Collection, I think, right? Yeah, the Legacy Collection. This was clearanced out for 20 bucks. I think normally it's like 70 or 80, like the Titanosaurus. So really cool. I decided, like, that's a big figure, really cool. 20 bucks, let's do it. And then it was showing out of stock, but I decided to give the employee the Target product number just to see, shot in the dark, Hammond Collection Spinosaurus. We got it. I did order one of these online. No idea when it's going to get here, but I figured if I can get one in the store, let me definitely snag one. Maybe I'll return one, or maybe I'll just keep one in the box. But that actually might be what I do, is keep one in the box, because when I had so many opportunities to buy the Hammond Collection Rex for retail, and I think I even saw some at one point for less than retail when they started to clearance that figure out. And I bought one to have on the shelves. I love that figure, it's amazing. But I never bought a second one to keep in the box. Some of those really nice figures, I like to have a second one to keep in the box. And I never did that with the Hammond Collection Rex. And now you're lucky if you can find that thing for two times retail. You know, most of them are even 3 times retail. So Hammond Collection T-Rex is definitely just like shot up in price, the new ones in the box. So maybe I will just keep a Hammond Collection Spino in the box. So excited to have this guy. It looks gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. The other Hammond Collection figures, the new ones, I did, like I showed you guys, I did get the Tiger Velociraptor, but the Stygimoloch and the Troodon I did not get because I haven't seen them at any stores, but I found them on Target.com, so I placed that order on Target.com, so that's a huge chunk of the figures that I think are available. There's a lot of figures that are kind of marked as being in Wave 2, kind of the cheaper ones, that I might just pass on entirely, but these big ones are a lot of fun to get. So I still need a few more, but unfortunately they're Walmart exclusives. I think they are exclusive to Walmart. Like the Lab Lockdown T-Rex looks like one of the most gorgeous T-Rexes I've ever seen. That's definitely on the list. I did order one online. So far it looks like both of the Distortus Rexes are also going to be Walmart exclusives. I think I ordered one online. I have to sit down and double check what I was able to find in store and what I placed online orders. We're probably going to get an influx. I might get some doubles of these. But like I said, a lot of these, unfortunately, just due to space concerns and budgetary reasons, we got a lot of new Godzilla stuff coming out this year, plus lots more Jurassic stuff, popcorn buckets, G-Fest funds. So a lot of that stuff, I am trying to not be crazy with buying stuff for the Jurassic. So a lot of the stuff I do think, unfortunately, gonna be purchased, reviewed, returned, do some cool videos on it, enjoy them for a couple days, and then go ahead and probably return them. I will probably keep the Diplodocus just because I found that it was only 20 bucks. Really cool. He'll be a shelf hog, but whatever. Hammond Collection Spino keeping, but I think the Super Colossals will probably go back. I think most of what I have in the back here will just be reviewed and returned. Unfortunately, that's just the way it's going to be. I knew that's the way it was going to be, so I'm not devastated. Unless I accidentally fall in love with all these figures once I get them out of the box. Slightly worried about that happening, especially with the T-Rex figures, but we'll see what happens, guys. I might hit another store on the way home, but we have a huge pile of stuff. Pretty successful hunt, Walmart aside. Target came through very clutch. Guys, I do use, if anyone's wondering, for completion and for links and everything, I have been using Collect Jurassic's site that they put together. I'll link it in the description of this video, but Collect Jurassic put together a very awesome, comprehensive list of all the figures that are coming out to support this movie. And they do this for all the other lines as well. They've done this for Chaos Theory and everything as well. And so lots of resources from them. They provide everything broken down by wave, broken down by everything, and also they provide any links that are available to purchase. That's where I was able to find a lot of these links early and get stuff ordered. So huge shout out to Collect Jurassic for being very clutch in the pre-order game and just tracking this stuff down. And then obviously Target used their website if you with the links on Collect Jurassic. But if you use that Target website, if you go to the specifications tab, DPCI is the product number that they can type in on their devices to search for stuff. That came in clutch. That's how I found the Hammond Collection Spino. I didn't have a box, I didn't have a barcode that they could scan. So I pulled up the website, Target.com link, give them that product number, DPCI. It's 3 digits, 2 digits, and then 4 digits total. Give that number to them. They can type it in on their devices and see exactly where it's supposed to be on the floor, and if it has a back room location also. So just a little bit of Target info coming from somebody who worked at Target for a couple of years back in the day. But guys, hugely successful stuff. We'll do a breakdown kind of once we have all this stuff sitting at the house. Figure out what we have, what we don't have, what we passed on, all those goodies, guys. So we'll see you back at the house for some unboxings and stuff. So I would say a pretty successful day of hunting this first day around. I did stop at a Walmart at the very end, snagged myself a Distortus Rex, very cool. And then I found the Lab Lockdown T-Rex, which is one of the pieces that I really wanted most. I found that on Walmart.com, and I ordered one. So that should be here, I think, in a day or two. So that'll be cool. That'll pretty much wrap up all the figures that I wanted from this. I really just wanted the bigger figures, the really cool ones. I might get a couple more of the play sets down the road. The T-Rex one that looks cool. The Raptor one also looks cool. And there's a Power Devour T-Rex, which I also might pick up. But most of the stuff that I was after, I was able to snag. I did order the other 2 Hammond collections on Target.com, the Sticky Moloch and the Troodon. So that'll be cool to get those here in a couple days as well. But guys, the main ones I was after, I thought it'd be really awesome to get the Distortus Rex, the Lab Lockdown T-Rex we didn't grab, but we did get the Colossal, and then this big guy, the Hammond Collection Spino. So excited for this. Videos will be coming on all of these figures here soon, probably starting with the Hammond Spino. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Stay tuned for more for sure. Can't wait to do reviews on all this stuff and continue hunting Jurassic stuff. Can't wait also, hopefully very soon, we are able to track down some of those popcorn items from the theaters. Definitely cannot wait for that. But let me know in the comment section below, what is the #1 piece you're after for the Jurassic World Rebirth? And I know the Hammond collection stuff's kind of separate from the Rebirth stuff, but it had the same release date. Happy Jurassic June, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more, and we'll see you in the next one.